Hello world, I'm Carp. Welcome back to Sunless Sea, where we just left Port Cecil, and we're heading to the northeastern corner of the map, trying to find things. I accidentally pressed R, well not accidentally, I pressed R to start recording, and we used one of our supplies to fix some of our ship, which I really didn't mean to do. So let's hope that we don't run out of supplies. We could buy more from Port Cecil, so if we really starts looking like we're running low, we can just head back to Port Cecil and buy more supplies from there. But let's just keep heading towards the northeast here, because I'm pretty sure IREM is over there. There's also a location over here we can go to, so let's go check that out. It's the wreck of the Nocturne. So let's see what we can find from there. Hopefully something... Oh, I think, now that I actually start to remember things, I think we are going to need some sort of candles here. Ooh, we also found Savior's Rock some distances southeast. The wreck of the Nocturne. Shrouded with shadows, wrapped with webs. The webbed hulk of this once-proud vessel refuses to be dragged beneath the black waste. Or this empty mausoleum. Yeah, we'd need one foxfire candle. So we don't have that, so we won't go there, but there is another location over here with giant spiders. Right, and apparently the place where the actual harbor is south, so let's see if we can find it. I'll keep sending the Z-Bat out just in case it's actually not in south. Okay, it's, well, here is Savior's Rock, so it's gotta be somewhere close by. Or is there even a harbor here? No. There's gotta be a harbor here somewhere. But where is it? I think there's, like, a gigantic spider here somewhere. Like, okay, these are quite gigantic, we already see, but like an actual giant spider here as well, like the kind of size of the big sea monsters we've already seen before. Oh man, this is a huge area. Where is the harbor? There's gotta be a harbor somewhere. Cause they get the silk from here, right? We got some silk, and the silk said that they get it from here, didn't it? Pretty sure it said that it came from what is this place? Savior's Rock. Yeah. So if there's silk that comes from here, there's gotta be a harbor where we get that silk from, or where we can buy and sell things. Okay, one thing that's really, so when we left London, and by the time we got to like Khan's things, we'd used 5 fuel, and now we used 5 fuel to get here. Okay, well maybe that is the kind of a same distance. We've been a bit more. Hey, there's something. Is that the harbor? That is the harbor. Okay, we might buy some fuels and supplies if we have them here for sale. Hopefully they have them for sale here, because it would be really bad if we ran out of things. Terror, I don't like. Our terror is very low. That's not really an issue. So let's see what we get here. The sound of their constant motion is like pebbles on a beach. The scattering reaches. Intricate webs stretch in the darkness where the shadows are never entirely still. Gossamer threads stolen by the breeze tickle the goosebumps on your skin. 1,000 unseen eyes promise a million more. We could risk exploring without candles here. Let's not do that. Okay, so we need some candles. Preparing for the Festival of Silk. The glumness of the nativity is broken by the reds and golds of freshly hung banners. Spider-worshipping weavers and widows guide the traders in readying the celebration of gratitude to the generous neighbors that silently watch over them from the shadows. So we can assist with festival preparation. Oh, there's a haunted doctor. Please, I must leave this terrible place. The sorrow spiders won't take me back. Please. Trade supplies for silk. No. Compile a port report. Why can't we do that? We need a cask of mushroom wine. Delivery of trinkets. An almost entirely legitimate silk trader urgently requests your help with delivery to fallen London. Well, let's do this first. Trinkets? Just trinkets, confirms the man, holding out the box. Shaking, you hear rattling and see a sudden look of horror on the man's face. He says nothing, though, merely backs away as quickly as good manners permit. So we have trinkets. Just trinkets. Well, let's assist with the festival preparations then. Quiet murmurs of appreciation. The traders of the nativity have little practice showing appreciation, but at least put in an effort. In particular, they not entirely accidentally let slip the secret accord of grace, a hospitality granted visitors by the generous neighbors of whom they will speak no ill. They do, however, hint that this only applies to travelers arriving through the port. Those unlucky enough to run aground on the rocks can consider themselves. But no. A sorrow spider might hear something they would, of course, never say. We get some fragments. And some occurrences there. Well, okay, let's talk to the haunted doctor here. Welcome aboard! The haunted doctor hurries aboard the ship. He pauses, looking at the cursed wasteland of Saviour's Rock. The lady said I would never be able to get back once it was thrown away. I see she was. Never mind. Is this my cabin? Yes, it's more than I deserve. So we got a haunted doctor here now. Let's check out what he's got. He's got hearts and pages compared to this. Hearts and iron. Can we talk to you? Oh, we can chat about things, but they cost us supplies. We don't want to use our supplies right now. Oh, also I don't want to really go away. I want to see if they have a shop here. Yes, they have a shop here. Let's buy some supplies and some fuel. This trip has cost us some money already. A good amount of money actually already. So let's just head north because we're here at the western edge. Now we could go over the edge. You know what? Let's do that. I mean, I remember something horrifying happens when you go over the edge. I don't remember what exactly. So let's just do it and see what it is. Oh, crap! It might break our boat now that I remember it. The sun beneath the sea. We will sail east, and the islands will fall behind. The sea will be troubled by greater waves. The fall stars will pale until the Nethruus grows invisible above. New scents will prickle the air, something like spice and something like pine. The light below. At first, the sea will still be the color of night behind the glass, but then we'll see the light below. The color of the water will change. A rain-wet slate, then dark jade, then deep rich green. Green as fresh emeralds, green as remembered rivers. It will be silent, that place where the sun lies beneath the sea. The engines will toil without sound. Words, oh crap, we lost a lot of supplies and fuels. Words will issue from our mouths and pop in the vapors. The silence will be too much, and the scrutiny of the golden light rising beneath us. We will have no choice to turn back to King Eater's castle, where the world ends. Okay, so... Oh! We're at the King Eater's castle now. That's really far from where we were supposed to be. Echoes stalk you through the colonnades, and there is no shop here. An old Veracity lives here, in the far reaches of the sea. The priests are long gone, but sacrifices are still made. Perhaps you have come here to make a sacrifice. Perhaps the sacrifice is you. The sixth witness. A woman in rags stands on the battlement, staring to the east. Go! Startled by uproars. I'm sorry. I didn't expect anyone to be here. Sit with me. No, do not look east. I only dare because I know I will see nothing, like the fight before me. It's my first time at sea. We don't get out much, but you must have traveled far and up here. Tell me your stories. You barely begin before she interrupts. How about the Gant Bow? They say they see the future. If you go, could you ask what the seventh will witness? I happily give my life to prepare the ground, but to know would be the greatest honors. An occurrence. Your Gant Bowl, a witness to nothing, call is now one. The sixth witness asks you to visit the Gant Bowl. Okay, we can lose our mind. Do not do this. Okay, let's not do this. We can eat our crew. What? Offer your stories, all of them. What is more department? This may take you elsewhere, the cost of all these stories. Choose only for desperate to be somewhere else. Well, we have one of these stories, that's fine, we could do that. Compile a poll report. Silence, desolation, sense of an impending and terrible mistake. Everything is horrible. It's not really an appropriate title for a formal report, is it? Let's find something a little more clinical. Okay, let's see, where... Yeah! Okay, so we're at the complete other edge of the world. We're low on supplies, we're low on fuel. Well, not really low, but that's not gonna be enough to get us to London. And since this is completely completely dark for us, let's sacrifice a story. Into memory. This isle will hear your story, and then it will be forgotten. When it's forgotten, so will you be. You will pass out of the memory of rock and in the memory of dawn. There is only one place where dawn remembers. You were unlucky. Better luck next time. You no longer have any of this history. You are returning to port. Oh! Well, that didn't make us any unlucky. It brought us where we were going. So we lost some extra supplies, some extra fuel. Like, cause what would we lose? 3 when we went here. We could have just gone here and probably would have cost us less. But at least now we know where King Eater's castle is. Okay, hey, the box makers. A heavy-lidded fellow in a satin smock will smile at you. One of ours, he will say. We made it to order for a Z captain to guard her legacy. She might tell you the phrase. We do not. You will ask him where to find the captain. Are you sure you want to know? The heavy-lidded fellow will ask. Perhaps she doesn't want to tell you the key phrase, no matter how much you offer. Perhaps she wants her box back. Well, that's fine with me. Which is the cat's chiefest claw? What cage imprisons nothing? The fellow will say. Where do petals begin? Where do stories end? He beams at you. Actually, for an Iremi riddle, that's almost helpful. The Iremi appears to be suggesting you look to the Isle of Cats, somewhere in the south of the Z. Probably. Okay, well, let's look at Irem then. Irem, the pillared city. She will rise from the Z and the eyes like dawn. She'll be garlanded with red and decked with gold. The seventh serpent will watch you longingly from its high pedestal. You will always arrive as a stranger, but when you leave, some part of you will always remain. Can't travel to the Amber House, but we can compile a port report, so let's do that. A conundrum. When you will sit down to write the report, you will recall that it was written already. Who wrote it? The report records that it was already written when it was found. Who found it? The report describes another report, which will indicate the name of the finder. Where is the other report? There is a footnote, which describes when you will record its location. When will that be? When all is well, and all manner of things is well. Okay, can we... Oh, there's a shop here. There's a proper shop here that can buy and... Right, we can buy things with fragments and secrets here. Buy Watchful Curio, Lamentable Relic, ooh, all kinds of things. The Threshold, we can buy some fuel, okay. And we can buy a Strange Catch. We'll buy the Strange Catch. We'll buy some supplies. We'll buy some fuel. Tale of Terror. Memory of a Distant Shore. Secrets. We could sell them for nothing. Why is that even an option? Okay, all kinds of stuff we could buy from here, really. But wait, now we know where to go for our box, which is to the Isle of Cats, which is usually about here-ish. So we will know what... Well, we'll have a destination in the south, which is good. And then we will follow the north, because we're still trying to find Mount Palmerston. That was like our original goal here. Yes, Irem is some distance to the north. Irem is... We are in Irem. Oh, no, there's a little thing. We need to go check it out. Although, okay, now we have discovered Irem, yes. Some dislocations are like this, that the place that is the main place... No, it was the same thing here at the Saber's Rock. This place was called the Nativity, and the Saber's Rock was somewhere here. So the harbor isn't always close to where the actual island center spot is. Let's call it center spot. And yeah, we're just gonna be sailing this way, sending the Z-Bat out, because somewhere the Mount Palmerston, the Racket Crow is some distance to the west. Okay. Don't know what that location is, but I also wanted to maybe come this way. Oh, that's... Is that... Are we in fog? I think that's fog. But try to get to the light there. Oh, it's just a lighthouse. It's not an actual island. Some distance to southwest. Well, we can't go underwater, so it doesn't really matter to us. Oh, let's not turn off the lights when we're in the mist. But we can turn the lights off when we're close by to shore, so try to remember to do that every now and then. Also send the Z-Bat out. Because we really want to find Mount Palmerston. And I Now that I started to think about things, I think that Mount Palmerston actually has very cheap fuel, so we shouldn't have bought any fuel from IREM. The supplies were probably an okay-ish thing to buy, but fuel we should not have bought. Come on, find me something. This emptiness here is... Oh, there's something here. Are you Mount Palmerston? No, you are that other place. Right. That's not what you're actually called. You're actually called Frostfound, yes. Usually Frostfound to me has been like here. So, interesting to see it's so much to the east. But this is one more location we can go to. Maybe we can find some more people from here. What do we need in our officers, by the way? What officers we need? We need a cook and a chief engineer. Well, someone told us about a restaurant in Venderbight. So maybe there is... Is it Venderbight or Venderbright? Venderbight. Yeah, in Venderbight. So maybe we can find a cook from there. That would be kind of nice. Okay. Man, there's so many things up here. Like, really close by to each other, these things. Yes, Frostfound is some distance to the northwest. It's actually right here. It's like there's something to the south as well. Oh, it's Khan's place. Can it? Frostfound. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice, raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life, but a pitiable encampment squats by the dock. We get a tireless mechanic. Okay, ooh, increases rails and fuel efficiency. And there are also... Let's start with the port report here. What are the squatters up to? Bickering amiably. Not all are Remy or Withern. There's the old researcher, the occasional drenched ice sculptor, now and then a very cold, very sad rubbery man, but for the most part an atmosphere of friendly rivalry reigns. Okay, well, we won't enter Frostfound. This is madness. Should not enter Frostfound without a good reason. Yes. Ask the squatters about the castle. If you can enter, you should not. We get enthusiasts here from time to time. Yes, you might be able to enter the castle before the appointed time. You might even find something of value there. But you'd be despoiling sacred ground, my friend. It'll take your stories from you. It'll take your essence, yourself. And if you survive that, you'll likely anger the gods of the Zee. Yes, they're real. As real as the corridors of Frostfound are. Stay away, my friend. Stay away. Okay, let's get the tireless mechanic. 20 echoes. Well, that's gonna be all of our money, unless there are shops here. There are no shops here. Okay, well, we'll still take him. The tireless mechanic has had enough of Frostfound. He smiles at you over his spectacles to each other. Good to see a ship at last. Ready to offer my services. I'm an engineer. Finest level higher. 2 Jensen's like my own children. Not that I have children. Too busy. Usually busy. Welcome aboard. Spotter Rust, Spotter Rust. Soon see that. You there. Help me with the Spotter Rust. Okay, and are you... Oh, right, we don't even have a chief engineer. And fuel efficiency plus 5%. That's... like... perhaps... Well, if we have 20 fuel, we can get to as far as 21 fuel would take us. So, it's not that big of a difference, but hey, at least it gives us some veils as well. Which were veils? These are veils. Yeah. Okay, off we go, and... we gotta head a little bit north, just to get that Frostfound found, actually. Yeah, want to remove that marker there, the bat marker, and now we have discarded Frostfound, and then we can start heading west. Turn the lights on, don't want to get too terrified here. Well, we're not gonna be too terrified. We're gonna have a mostly good time. Teneb is some distance to the north. Okay, well, there's something there, we're gonna go check it out. Always check out everything. Oh, is it, or is that just the other island of Frostfound? Is this Teneb? Oh yeah, this is Teneb, I think. Yeah, so really didn't need to come here. But hey, it was at least some fragments. Fragments are good to have. We have 9 fuel left. Yeah, that will take us to London, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. And maybe we can sell some stuff once we actually find Mount Palmerston. And, I mean, it's gotta be somewhere here. Like, that's just the way it is. Found Duggan's Mall here, which is fine. When can we turn off our lights? Oh, well, let's turn our lights off right here. Palmerston's Reach. There is brimstone in. Well, there's ship. All clear. Let's keep our lights off. We might get a little bit more terrified here, but okay, maybe we can turn the lights on back now. And head to Port Palmerston here. Brimstone, always brimstone. Sullen lights glow green at the jetty's edge. Behind the port buildings, the island is knee-deep in ash. There are ruins here and there, of houses destroyed by fire. Far above, the mountains top flickers red, just for an instant. So, we could take note of a veiled woman, we can explore the island, we could have another thing, but we need 5 bales of purple linen. We could chat to the portfolio of brimstone conversation, we can deliver our smuggled good, we can dig among the ruins. Well, let's deliver our smuggled good first of all. A hooded figure with a lantern waits at the far end of the quay. A hurried exchange. You give the hooded shape a sign of recognition. It hisses, the reply you expected. You hand over the crate and receive a chitty mark with a thief's sign. So, did that. Explore the island. Tanks of thorn scrub climb the rocky slopes of the volcano. This was an empty cliff top after the bleak waves. Now it blazes with color. Striped tents, colored flames, the music of pianola and kettle drums. Mustachioed women and languorous women play chess, carbones, eat catch and polish their terrifying brass weapons. These are Iron Republic privateers, pirates whose practice contravene the very laws of nature. 49%, 50%. Attack, creep close, and eavesdrop. Let's do this. The Republic is private the gospel of hell. Creep close and you may learn impossible secrets. Challenge? Oh, failed. Again, Terra. The replicants conspire gleefully in a tangled and multifarious pidgin. French, English, polythremic, the languages of hell. You can make out words here and there. Liver, thunder, expunge, consume. But it's hard to resolve them into sense. The longer you listen, the less sense it makes, until you begin to fear what effect their infernal whispering is having. When your bosun turns to whisper to you, and you hear only the bleating of a goat, you realize it's time to retreat. Oh, couldn't even go up the mountain. Well, let's chat to the portfolk about the Brimstone Convention. There was a revolution in hell, and the aristocracy of devils fled here. Here they plot in exile. A shrug and a curse. They don't do us any harm. They stay up there, and we stay down here. If hell's fighting itself, that's good for us all, ain't it? And port report for that. And nothing else we can do. Well, we can dig among the ruins. Oh, and 60% chance. Sure, we'll roll for that. Perhaps the villagers left valuables behind. You could pick over their remains to see what you find here. You ghoul. A cellar full of bones. How many of them died down here? You should bury them in the ash, but they're so choked and jumbled you might as well leave them here below. The whole island is the unholiest imaginable ground anyway. At least you have souvenirs, 3 grinning skulls, and a carven crooked cross. So we lost 2 supplies, ooh. We have 1 outlandish artifact and a memory of distant shore, gained more terror, and have 3 lamentable relics. That 5 supplies sounds really low. To be perfectly honest, but we can. Do we just head straight to London? I'd really like to go to Codex Wither and Wendabite, and then to London. You know what? We'll stick to the original plan. And if we go really low on supplies, like really super low, then we'll... What's really super low? 5 feels like really low to me already. No, we'll stay here in the north. Let's say that if we go to 2 supplies, then we'll start heading straight to London. But before that, we'll keep sailing here in the north, hoping to actually get to the places that are here to get some more things. I know there's something like really high north as well. The Avid Horizon, yeah. So I wonder if we should check out the Avid Horizon. That might just cost us a little bit too many supplies, though. Yeah, we just fed the crew. Let's see if we can actually... Okay, there's the Avid Horizon. Okay, it's very close by. We can go there. I mean, we can't sell anything here, though. Maybe we'll keep the lights on. Oh, there's no terror here, so we don't really need to. Let's see what we are going to find here. This is at the end. Two vast thing shapes guard a gate of something like resin, smooth but uneven. It is deep gant, the color that remains when all other colors have been eaten. Ice crusts over the crack between its valves. Approach and your breath freezes, falls tinkling in shards from the air. It would be utterly foolish to touch the thing. A merciless wind blows from everywhere to everywhere, passes without effort through your bridge coat, your flesh, your lungs. The dock lies empty. Complete a certain matter in London to achieve this. Okay. Look into the stars. It's gonna give us terror. Gather intelligence. Such that there's gather out here where nothing moves. Well, we'll do that. Nothing moves. The stillness is itself of interest to the Admiralty. It is not impossible someone foolish might attempt to open the gate. It is not inconceivable it might open from the other side. And then what? Your journey here may attract the attention of a certain crimson page. Turn your portrait to Admiralty in London to unlock a new story. Okay. You heard a story. The ice by the gate's edge. There was a whisper of a hunting quest and a final revenge. Sure, let's see what this does. Behind the ice. Yes, yes, this is what the rumors meant. A hunter frozen in the ice, hands contorted to claws, mouth agape. With her left hand, she had plucked her own eye from the socket. It lies very close to the surface of the ice. The stories are true. There's a dark virtue in that eye. Take it then, but perhaps you should put it in a jar. We have one hunter's eye, lost some fragments, that's fine. Oh, we also have the strange catch. We should probably talk to our friend over here with that. Speak the cloudy air. She becomes more talkative when she has something to cut. Perhaps you can get her to say more about her father. Who was he then? There's flensing, deboning, and orderly arranging the scales from large to small. This was the creature's favorite organ, she says, working briskly with tweezers and blade. Don't touch it. The pulp bits are toxic. She only turns to personal matters when she's had a chance to rinse her fingers. I get my proficiency with metal from both sides of the family, she says, watching her expression closely. Then, Mother was a favorite with Mr. Iron. She said that they only worked together, that Mr. Iron sponsored her work and provided her with tools, sharper tools that do not bend so easily. Okay, so if we now talk to her again... Oh, we can't talk to her about her father either. So we need a live specimen now. Okay. Well, let's get moving away from here and hope. Oh, we got so little supplies left, and why are we using so much? Why are we using so much fuel? Okay, now we're using a lot less, it seems. Yeah, that's a lot of fuel being used. Seems to me like that's very large amount of fuel being used, actually. So let's... Oh! Here's something. Oh, here's the Chapel of Lights! We were supposed to come here. I think this guy wanted to come to the Chapel of Lights. Okay. Maybe we can sell and get some stuff from here. We'll see. Do you have a shop? You do not have a shop. But hey, I actually think we're gonna end this episode here, and we're gonna start the next episode by going through the Chapel of Lights here. I'm Carp. This has been Sunless Sea. Goodbye, world. Thanks for watching. See you next time.